Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more DCI The Last Alliance. We're playing as Numenor. This is episode 2. In today's episode, we're going to start things off with some negotiations with Lothlorien, as they do have a settlement now in the Second Age, just near the Principality of what would have been Dol Amroth. So we'll try to get an alliance, we'll try to get some trade and map information, we'll negotiate with them, then we'll continue our conquest into Mordor. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on, let me know in the comments feedback and suggestions for the series and where you'd like me to expand and conquer. Feel free to leave the video a dislike as well, that's why the button is there for. So, we're playing on the DCI I'm getting tongue-tied to start things off. The Last Alliance submod for Third Age Total War. I'll put in the description below if you guys would like to download it and play along with me. We're playing as High King Elendil and his two kingly sons. King Isildur... Oh, what? Okay. Two full stacks are sort of pushing towards us here. Great. Yeah, so we're playing as King Isildur and King Anarion as well. The main objective of this series is to defeat Mordor, the Wildmen, the Hillmen of the North, and do a long victory condition. So, the Wrath of the Witch King. Okay, so maybe that's why those two full stacks pushed on. So we managed to take Minas Morgul back, and yeah, so that alliance went through. I was just curious to see if I could maybe do a settlement swap. Now Mordor is the largest faction. Okay, so we might have slightly overextended ourselves. Hopefully they attack us so we can defend on the walls, but I don't want to I don't want them to siege me out for too long. Okay, guys, welcome to the top of the turn. Turn 7 on the Numenor Let's Play. We've got this small... because our faction's broken up into 3 areas, right? So we have King Anarion dealing with Mordor. We have the Isengard / Helm's Deep army with King Isildur's son, dealing with just some rebels here at Hagar. A clear-cut order resolve. While the High King and Isildur look to push against the Wildmen of the West. So we're really focusing on Mordor for now. If I was to say there's sort of an economical resource and sort of recruitment split, it's probably like 75% towards the Gondor-Mordor effort, while the remaining 25 is sort of focused on the reconstruction and rebuild of Arnor, as it were. We're still trying to throw as many military forces to Minas Ithil as we can. So I'm just sort of curious. Now, is Sauron hanging around at this point, or has he not come back yet? So the Witch King's there. So maybe he's towards Barad-dûr. I'm not entirely sure. We do have a alliance with the Kingdom of Lindon. And, oh yeah, Men of the Mountains. Yeah, let me know. Should I betray them? I've got an alliance with them. Let me know feedback about that as well. Okay, so turn 8. So they've actually sieged us out for one turn and they didn't attack us. So what I'm going to do, I don't want to lose any more men. So if we sally forth, it's a 50-50. We are outnumbered by about 900. Oh, I think they spawned in because we took that territory. Silver to bronze chevron. Look, I've got a plan. We'll see how things go. So we technically have to sally forth against them, but I reckon I can get them to attack us. So we're playing in Cirith Ungol. They've got siege towers and battering rams and whatnot. I think they've got trolls, which is what's going to be the main problem for us. So what I'll do is we shall... it's actually a really good fort for us, so you never know, they might very well attack us. So I'll put the heavies, the dome warrior spears, towards the town square, and we'll put our infantry on the walls for now. And what I'll try and do is allow my archers to try and skirmish, harass, and try and defeat the trolls before they come towards us. Now, we can use the arrow towers and the siege to our advantage. So, if they, even though we are attacking them, if they don't initiate the attack after we've whittled them down a bit, we can move all our entire military sort of infantry forces just to the front of the gateway. So we'll be able to get, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 arrow towers peppering them. And we'll be able to be outside the fort. That should initiate an attack. Now, archers will reform you as well. I've got to be careful here because I am playing with King Numenorean and his, well, one of his sons and 2 of his brother-in-laws. So we'll try and reform this up here. Excellent. So, yeah, so I plan to do probably 8, 10 episodes of this series, roughly. So let me know in the comments where you'd like me to expand and conquer. It's great to be back on Third Age Total War. Bit of a change of pace on the channel. And Medieval 2, of course. So, decent formation. This is a really cool Mordor looking settlement that we took from them. We started off quite well. We've taken 2 settlements towards Mordor, 1 in the Gap of Rohan, and we have another full stack in operation. What? They're in Arnor, but the orcs are, sorry, the trolls are on a ladder. It looks so weird. Okay. Well, let's start the battle. Let's move my cavalry out to try and focus and bring down those mountain trolls. And as we're attacking them, they seem to be withdrawing back to a safer position. I don't blame them. We are attacking them. If they take the high ground, it's probably what the AI is calculating. So, heavy infantry. So what I want to try and do is focus all my arrow fire on the trolls and try and bring them down. If we can eliminate them, we'll be laughing. But we are outnumbered by about 900. They are far more experienced because I believe it's a spawned army. So we'll speed things up. We'll allow my horse archers to go out there, but as they're pulling further back, I'm actually going to move my other archers out here. They've abandoned their siege equipment. I wish I could burn this. The men of Gondor would burn that siege equipment to the ground or try and destroy it somehow. So we've used about 1/3 of our ammunition, and we still haven't been able to bring down 1 troll. Are you kidding me? They're not even overly bloodied too much either. They're making us absolutely run. Form up here. Yeah, so we'll just continue to try and pepper, focus and phase out those mountain trolls. Because that's what's going to be the major concern for us. Because we've only got a couple of units of spears. We do have those, for all intents and purposes, Fountain Guard. The Dome Warriors. Wow, we've nearly used the entire ammunition for the horse archers, and they haven't been able to bring down 1 troll? That's insane. Have they got, like, ridiculous armor piercing properties or something? Because we can't... But they're taking damage, so... Maybe 7 of my archers in the general unit might better work well. There we go. We're getting more shots off here though now, though. Come on. We must be able to bring one of those guys down. Are you kidding me? They are absolutely tanking this. This must be a mistake. Maybe drop a couple of fire. Maybe that might mix things up. Oh, it's raining, so that's probably not going to necessarily work. So they're just moving a little bit back and forth. Oh, pull back, pull back. Why did they not pull back? Ugh. I wish the reactionary was a little bit instant. I forgot how it's a bit like this. Spread out. DCI. Connoisseurs, let me know. What's the reason that none of them got broken down? Far out. Is it that Numenor doesn't have the best archers? Or it's the armor piercing stuff? Because technically we're playing on the base vanilla Third Age experience. Maybe I'm coming from a divide and conquer line of thought. Oh well, no matter. I'm real surprised at that. Well, now you guys know that you won't be able to bring trolls like this. We're going to have trolls down with even like 7 units. That's crazy, man. Yeah. Please do take into consideration that this is a blind let's play. There's going to be hiccups. It's going to be misplays. So 13% we lost trying to take down 1. And we still didn't even do it. They're quite close to us here now. Just get back inside. Let's hope the gate doesn't bug. That's the last thing we need. Run inside, men. Flee! Flee for your lives! Yeah, but as you can see here, the arrow towers are starting to engage them and rip through them a bit. So they're going to slowly move away. I'm really surprised about that. Maybe it was the horse archers? Because the actual proper archers haven't even done too much. That's crazy, man. That's cray-cray. Let's move up here and try again. Yeah, so we're attacking them, so technically it either ends in a draw or a loss, I guess. I love how they're running all the way back. Alright, let's reform and go again. The gate does seem to be open though, which is crack up. Alright. It's time to sound the charge. Will allow my infantry to move out. Now, normally you usually have to go like 4 ranks of infantry, then invert the flanks and the infantry wings sort of within the settlement. But looking at just luckily how the fortress here protrudes inwards. Oh, come on. What are you doing? You got skirmish mode on, and I told you to attack orcs. Why did you even engage that? Do I really need to look there? Oh my god. It's been so long since I played Medieval 2 and Third Age. I'm so used to being able to be a little bit absent in Third Age and... Sorry, Total War Attila in Rome 2. Yeah, because if they were on skirmish mode, they would have just run back. Which they are. I'm expecting too much of them. Okay, so... We'll go with shield wall, and whoever can go with their abilities will invoke those. Right, so that's a shame. So we've lost probably 2 units, maybe even 3 units of archers. So what I'll do is we'll allow the infantry to hold. We'll put the cavalry on the left to try and wrap around and disrupt the skirmishers. And once the archers get back, we'll deploy them safely on the walls. So now they're charging us head on. They have had their hit points reduced. How well would the mountain trolls fare against infantry? That's what I want to know here now. Or maybe it's more paper, rock, scissors, and like the spearmen are going to rip them to absolute shreds. We will have arrow tower support from the towers as well. Alright, so what are we looking at now? 10. Yeah. So maybe trolls are sort of impenetrable to archer fire. Which I didn't know. No. Oh well, you live and learn. Yeah, they're nearly destroyed here. Or maybe they're so weak that the infantry just whacked them towards the end. Still 50-50. Okay. So I still think this is the best strategy to go for. Apart from a couple of those misplays. So we technically probably could have focused on the... Hang on, move the cavalry up here. We probably could have focused on... Let's hold that. We probably could have focused on the infantry a bit more. Right, let's just cycle charge with my cavalry where we can. Just to disrupt them. Okay, they're trying to screen and protect and shepherd that arch unit. So we'll try to go with a charge. The arrow towers are what is going to carry us in this. So, archers at the back. The missile cap should be able to get a decent charge off at least. Just to stop them firing upon us. Get up onto the walls, archers. Quickly now. I did give the order to arc your shot over the walls, but you're not performing as well as I would have liked. They're still firing here. Oh, now my cavalry's retreating. Yeah. I think I am massively underestimating how good these units are. Because they are shredding us. I'm underestimating Mordor's army. And overestimating our ability. Get up to the walls, come on! I've given out the order, I shouldn't have to give it out again. Right, so let's fire for these pockets up on the gateway. There you go. This is what we want. We want to be firing down into it with impunity. As they can't get up on the walls. It was worth the risk to sally out. Because we've still got a lot of our archers still left. And we've dragged them in. 39% to 30. There's only a 900 manpower swing their favour. But this is make or break. If we lose this battle here today, King Numenorean, his sons, being his sons-in-law and his actual son, we've got to protect. Push for it, lads. We've just got to throw everyone in. And hope for the best. Let's throw down special abilities and leadership ones as well where we can. These archers at the back are doing tremendously well. So, once you guys play your Numenor campaign, a little bit. Oh no! A warrior's end, Thengul. Who's Thengul? Hopefully that's not an Aryan son. Oh no. Have we just cut off the descent? Like, have we just cut off one of the future royal houses of Gondor? I don't think so. Because isn't, like, Boromir and Faramir related to the steward line? So technically, even if King Numenorean dies, the stewards still live on, maybe? I don't know. Because it was the House of Isildur to take back Gondor from the stewards. Because didn't the line of the House of Numenorean die out? That's why the stewards and Boromir were there in the first place. But you never know. There's always female lines and small mingling and stuff throughout royal families. Europe is a great example of that. So this is turning into an absolute mess, this fight. So we've lost one of our generals, which is fine, I guess. We've still got 3 more. But you've got to give it to Mordor. They have had a tremendous battle against me. Yeah, so in hindsight, to reflect on this, we probably should have not overextended. But usually in Third Age and in Medieval 2, aggressiveness, tenacious, high-octane attacks reward the human player. We probably should have convalesced, replenished, and repaired in Minas Morgul. But in saying that, because they don't have arrow towers, this is probably... Cirith Ungol is probably actually a more defendable settlement. Because those arrow towers you guys will know, are machine guns. They absolutely carry you in this. Let's reform this a bit here. So they're retreating, but we just need our archers to give down some support. We don't want to overextend and get hit on the sides. So now it's going back into 70% in our favour. We will have victory. We have more reinforcements to bring up, but crikey. This is what I like to call a flashpoint, where campaigns can be won and lost. If we lost this battle, I don't know what I would have done. I guess it would have just been the House of Arnor series and Isildur, because essentially we're playing as two factions region-wise. We've got the Arnor rebuild and the Gondor rebuild going on. I will try and focus on the Arnor spot, but it's taken us a little bit of time to essentially move throughout the topography of Bree and whatever that land is up there. Dunland, is it? I don't know, I can't remember exactly. Hey, victory! Let's try and run down the remaining stragglers. Because there's going to be constant wars against Mordor. There we go. A lot early on, because we're quite close to them as well. They are the larger and more dangerous of our enemy factions. Settings, Mordor seems to be performing really well against us. I'm curious to see, once we have a couple battles against the Wildmen and the Hillmen of the North, and potentially the Men of the Mountain, how well they will do against the kings and Numenorean kingdoms. But we're throwing them back to Barad-dûr for now. Let's have one there. An average victory. I don't know about that. Numerically wise, army quality, I would say not. So a lot of interesting stuff there. So this is about Palantir stuff. That's a cool shot. Bunch of Rohan riders hanging out. As soon as I see that, I just think of a bunch of Kiwis. What's up, bro? We got this crazy torch here, mate. Fashion chops. Gotta love Kiwis. Gotta love the rivalry. You guys have Lord of the Rings. We have Chris Hemsworth. Take that. I don't know what comparatively we have. I can't think of one off the top of my head. Anyway, we've won here today, though. Let's execute those guys out. So let's see who we lost. So we lost Thengel. Regardless of how this man has behaved throughout his life, his death can only be described as noble. Was he a little bit of a playboy, was he? So, Thengel. Oh, phew! It's my son-in-law, so a nobody. Shame she can't marry off again, though. But King Anarian's second son-in-law, Thengel. Let me know in the comments what sort of Lord of the Rings lore I just destroyed by getting rid of him. So, it's Menadil. Or Menildil. Yeah, Menadil of the Keys is my son, so we can't afford him to die. Okay, guys, welcome to the top of the turn. It's turn 10 in our Numenor Let's Play. After the death of Thengel, King Anarian has to avenge his southern law. So let's move for Lug-imbat and a couple other Mordor hosts. So we've got Isildur's son moving up, and yeah, Isildur can move to Gobble. Okay. Can we push up here? Oh, I thought we had the points. What? Ah, the elves of Linden have attacked the wild men of Enenwaith. Sindar bowmen, Lindar archers. No, I want the settlement for myself. Even though it's the battle of the last alliance. No, I want the settlement. Ah, they took it. Damn you, elves. Okay, we'll deal with Lug and Bat. Yeah, we could have had a battle. The Battle of the Last Alliance, where men and elves fight together. Isildur, I want the damn settlement! Lugger. Whoa, what are they? Werewolves? That's kind of cool. Whoa, okay. Man, oh man, the auto resolve has been so harsh in this. Let's sack the settlement.
A most noble conquest.
Okay. Slowly but surely, continuing to push against Mordor. We've taken 3 settlements and destroyed a couple armies here and there. Let's push for Eisenmouth. Shagthak. Okay. Shagthak. We're knocking out a lot of high tier commanders. Oh, there he is. Sauron the Dark Lord. More mountain trolls. So he's just sort of hanging out in Barad-dûr. Okay. Okay. We'll replenish and repair where we can. We probably need some more military forces on the way. Okay. We've taken Hagar. Yeah, so High King Elendil is slowly making his way here. It's a shame that the elves took that. Who is that? That's not Masvidal, is it? No, no way. The UFC fighter, I thought it could have been. But anyway, unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching episode 2 of my DCI The Last Alliance Numenor Let's Play. So, we've managed to sort of rescue our situation, as it were, in Minas Ithil. We've managed to push upon our initiative and take a couple settlements in and around there. We'll need to deal with Sauron at some point. I think it's still, what, 25 turns before we can technically call a crusade, as it were. So we'll try and probably call it on Barad-dûr. I don't know if full stacks spawn or the elves of Linden have to make their way down there. I have to sort of maybe research that on my own, or let me know in the comments. Last Alliance connoisseurs, because this is my first time playing it, but I'm having an absolute blast nonetheless. I've mostly been playing Divide and Conquer over the last couple of years. I don't think I've actually played Vanilla 3.0 Third Age for quite some time. Even that I was playing before DAC was even a thing, really. I was mostly playing Moz, the massively overall submod. So we're going to be continuing to go on our long victory conditions. We're going to have some fights against the Wildmen in the next episode, as we're currently sieging them out with King Isildur. I still need to get my revenge of them taking my rebel territory. We've still got the Hillmen to the north that we have to deal with, and let me know in the comments as well whether or not to betray the Men of the Mountains. For now, we're allied with them, but we might need to break that alliance. We'll just have to see how we go. So we're continuing just to sort of spam our units towards west-east, and Minas Arnor as well, in and around the Gondor periphery. We will, once we sort of, I think we're going to focus on Mordor first, because they're probably my greatest and more biggest concern. I do want to try and send out expeditionary forces westward and build Gondor to its natural borders of what we see in the Third Age at their sort of height and pinnacle. We'll try and take rebel territories in and around the Gap of Rohan, around Helm's Deep and Isengard where we can, and King Elendil and Isildur can focus on the Wildmen for now. We do have dwarves and some various other dwarves. Yeah, okay, they're dwarves in this. I forgot. I nearly said dwarfs. I think dwarves. The whole Tolkien to Warhammer thing, but yeah. So maybe we can push sort of north towards Bree as well. Also, guys, feel free to let me know tips and tricks for the DCI Last Alliance series. I'd really much appreciate it. As I mentioned before, this is my first Let's Play on it, and Yeah. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you'd like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.